This is FIBA Podcast. Thank you for joining us in our morning daily devotion.
Psalm 119:1 says, "Blessed are those whose ways are blameless, who walk according to the law of the Lord." This morning I would like to meditate with you on the law of the Lord in order that we may find blameless ways for our lives. Hear the word from the book of James, chapter 1, verses 13 through 15. When tempted, no one should say, "God is tempting me." For God cannot be tempted by evil, nor does he tempt anyone. But each person is tempted when they are dragged away by their own evil desire and enticed. Then after desire is conceived, it gives birth to sin, and sin, when it is full grown, gives birth to death. The fourth imperative that James insists on is found in verse 13. The imperative is, no one should say, "God is tempting." No one should say, "God is tempting." James does not want his readers to conclude that because God permits believers to experience trials, God therefore must be the source of temptation. There are 5 times the word tempt is used in this section of the book. When we meditate the first 4 verses of chapter 1, it sounded that God is testing us for our good. Even Hebrew 12:7 says, "Endure hardship as discipline. God is treating you as his children." But James says here, God does not tempt anyone. This needs to be understood by reading the succeeding sentence. It says, "For God cannot be tempted by evil, nor does he tempt anyone." By saying this, James' communication is that since God cannot be influenced or controlled by evil, he cannot be the source of testing or tempting anyone by evil. God tests and tempts his people for good. Abraham was tested by God to show his faith and obedience to the world. Joseph was tested to vindicate his godly character to the world. Job was tested to display his trust in God. In verse 14, James writes that each person is tempted when they are dragged away by their own evil desire and enticed. Rather than blaming God, believers need to recognize that they are responsible when they yield to temptation, not God. There is nothing in God that responds positively to sin, but there is much in believers that does. The source of testing or tempting by evil is man himself. His evil desires yield him to enticement. Human evil desires and enticement jointly lead a person to fall away from the standards of God. We need to seek the counsel of godly men and hide ourselves under the wings of God's word, and so that we will have victory at the end.
Dear listener, we are here to stand with you in your time of need. We want to pray with you and for your prayer request. Do you need someone to talk to? We are here for you. Call us or send a message at +91 636 425 2164 +91 636 425 2164. God bless you.